Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Jamie, aka Rick here, bringing you part 26 of my GTA4 Let's Play. In this episode, I go and see Michelle, because obviously I found out that she is actually working for the government. So I'll go and see her after I have a call from her, and she introduces me to her boss. He basically wants me to, track down people and kill them for him. Or he's gonna like frame me for every murder that's ever existed, pretty much. So yeah, I'm in a bit of a corner. I've got to do what he says, or haven't really got much of a choice. So yeah, I have to go along with that. And I go to this. He gives me this guy. He doesn't know where he is. I've got to find out where he is. He tells me his address, so I go there, look round for like clues as to where he could be, pretty much. See his laptop on the table, so I think I'll look through that. And it's an email in his account saying where he's going to be at a certain time, like he's meeting someone, I think. So I'll go and obviously go there at that time, and as he said, he turns up, but he sees me and goes speeding off in his car. I chase him down. It's quite a lengthy chase. Takes me quite a while to catch up to him, but I eventually catch up to him and kill him. It's I don't particularly like the chases in this one, because some of the chases you can't actually like kill them while they're in their car. They've got to get to a certain place and then they get out and run off, and then you can kill them. Whereas some of them you can actually kill them while they're driving. So it's hard to tell what it is, the one you're doing, which can be a bit annoying at times. So you can leave him for ages and ages, let him keep driving, and he'll end up stopping at a certain point, and then you can kill him, or you won't shoot him, or you'll unload loads of bullets on him and then find out that he stopped somewhere. It's a bit annoying that you don't really know until it happens what type of chase it actually is. And then after that, I go and see Patrick McCreary. She's actually the brother of the policeman I've been working for, which I didn't know. I kind of didn't piece it together. They both got the same surname, so I should have realised that. But yes, I go and start working for him. We go and rob a medicine, like drop, basically. It comes in at the docks and has been put into like a lorry. So we go and kill a load of Yakuza and then steal the lorry transport truck and take it to a lockup. So it's quite good. It's quite a good mission. There's a lot of shooting involved. Get some nice headshots. So yeah, look forward to that. Anyway, that's what happens in the video. So as you know, I went to download first of all, but got back last night. Well, early hours of this morning, but yeah, had a nice sleep. Went out for my first decent dinner in quite a while. Obviously since Wednesday night. Pretty much the first time I've eaten properly since that time. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was a great time. So, but yeah, back now, back to normal. Work Thursday. I think Thursday I go back. So back to making these videos. Haven't got to stock up on loads before I go anywhere. That's all good. So back to normal, pretty much. But in this video, I'm going to talk about E3, which was going on a little bit before I went away. I didn't really watch much of the coverage at the time. But I've gone back now and started watching some of the trailers and stuff, and it's hyped up quite a few games for me. So I play a lot of games. I don't like playing the same game all the time. It gets a bit boring after a while. You got to switch it up. I mean, there's a couple of games that I play a lot. Obviously, StarCraft and World of Warcraft, Call of Duty. Those main three that I play all the time. But when I'm not playing those, single player games, I go for a hell of a lot of games in that aspect. Like when I had my original Xbox, I probably had about 40 or 50 games for it. So I used to sit there, think, right, I'm going to play Xbox, and stare at my games for a good 5 minutes, working out what I want to play. Because, it was pretty difficult when you got that many games. You don't know what you want to play sometimes. So, but it's good to have that selection. So you're not stuck with the same games all the time. But yeah, so E3 had a hell of a lot of stuff at E3. I mean, it was probably one of the best for quite a few years, announcement wise anyway. A lot of sequels, obviously, to games that have sold really well. So I've got a few listed down here that stuck out for me. obviously Saints Row 3. So I've mentioned my love for Saints Row 1 and 2 before. And you know, the Saints Row 3 trailer looked pretty good. I mean, it didn't show a huge amount of stuff, but it still looked awesome. I mean, it was a bit cinematic more than an actual gameplay trailer. But I'm sure if they stick to what they've done in 1 and 2, which is like the kind of the cartoony, over-exaggerated Grand Theft Auto kind of gameplay, I'm sure it'll be really good. They keep the art style as well. I think it looks good how it is, and it doesn't need to be changed really that much. So if they keep all that, and like the little side missions as well, because I love them. Like the insurance fraud was probably my favourite one, where you're just literally like going around trying to break as many limbs and stuff as possible to try and get people's money, basically. They were some of the best side missions I've ever done. And the other ones you got, obviously you got the bit where you were the pimp, and you got to pick up prostitutes, you got the like, I think it's like police TV or something like that they're called, where you pose as a policeman and you do like outrageous stuff and it gets put on TV. That kind of stuff, they were good, those missions. So yeah, I really look forward to that. I hope, fingers crossed, that they stay like kind of the comedy aspect of it. It's not a serious game like GTA, kind of is a serious game, but Saints Row wasn't. It had more fun aspect to it than most games in that type, like, you know, LA Noire, it's quite a serious game as well, but you know, Saints Row brings that fun aspect into it, I think. I mean, don't get me wrong, I find GTA and LA Noire like extremely fun, but Saints Row is just that other level of fun for me, enjoyment, because it is not serious at all. It's just complete rampages and, you know, fun missions. So yeah, look forward to that. What else? There's a lot of threes, just noticed. Gears 3, obviously. I've played some of the beta for that, because I bought Bulletstorm especially, and then they released it with everyone, but you know, I wasn't too happy about that, but still. Yeah, Gears 3, I played a bit of the beta. I mean, not too much, but a little bit. I got a little bit of experience with it, and what I played of it was awesome, I have to say. I mean, the multiplayer's vastly improved, I think, from Gears 2. I think Gears 1 was my favourite one out of 1 and 2 for the multiplayer, apart from the host advantage, which hopefully, it seemed like they're taking it out, because obviously there wasn't that huge, like, drastic advantage anyone on your team had. I mean, you could be the worst player in the lobby. If you had host, you'd be right near the top of the leaderboard in Gears 1. That was a bit of a problem, but yeah, they've pretty much stamped that out now, and that's obviously a step forward for the game, because that was a bit annoying before. But I'm not really looking forward to the multiplayer, because Gears is not, you know, I don't play it for the multiplayer. I wouldn't buy a Gears game just for the multiplayer, whereas Call of Duty, obviously I do. It's a different type of game, but the Gears storyline is absolutely fantastic, so, and I'm sure Gears of War 3 will not be a letdown at all. I remember playing Gears of War 1 for the first time, like, it was just nothing like anything I'd ever played before. It was obviously set on a different planet and all that, but the guns, the art style, I know everyone complains it's like dirt brown and everything, but it suits that game, I think. Suits it really well, and it goes really well. So yeah, obviously when I first bought that, I played it. It was absolutely insane. Like, it was one of the best games I'd ever played at the time. And when the sequel came out, Gears 2, that was just an improvement. The storyline, that was even better. It grew as a story. Like, the characters grew. Everything, you kind of got a bit of backstory from some of them, and it was, you know, it was just amazing. I think the way they've moved the story along. So I think if they carry on that progress in Gears 3, then it'll be even better. So, I know, it'll be a hard task, obviously, to improve on Gears 2 again, but I'm sure they're going to do it. So, it was, well, I have to say one thing about the graphics in Gears 3, it looked a lot brighter from what I played and what I've seen of videos. It looks a lot brighter, whereas before it was like dark, it was either raining or, you know, it was just brown and blacks pretty much. It was quite a dark game, but now it looks a bit brighter, which I'm not sure if I like or not, because you know it's quite a dark game. You know, that kind of set the atmosphere a little bit. You don't really want a bright, cheerful, colourful situation or you know surroundings when it's that sort of story. I think the art style actually gave it a bit more atmosphere to the story and like you know what you were doing, because it was dark and everything, and you know it's made it a little bit more mysterious as well. But you know that's obviously a decision I've made, and hopefully they darken it down a little bit, because I don't really want it like bright and colourful like that. Although it looks nice, it's just I think it's going to take a bit away from the game, like what it actually is as a game, which it would be a bit of a shame because I'm really looking forward to it. So I'm sure it won't. What else? Obviously Modern Warfare 3, which is a huge one for most people really that play games. Most people play COD really. It's just an insanely popular game series. Since really COD 2 was probably the most popular, and it still is played quite a lot on PC. I'm sure on Xbox as well, but PC predominantly. That and COD 4 still played like insane amounts every day, even though they're years and years old. They're still up there with the top played games. So that's obviously good for them, like the makers of those games, that their games have lasted that long really. But yeah, I always buy the COD games, even though like I say to myself, you know, it's not going to be anything different, or I'm not going to enjoy playing it, but I end up buying them every year, normally on release night, and you know, I get home, play it for a good 6 hours straight as soon as I get home, and then you know, it normally provides a good impression that first 6 hours of what I'm going to find of it. I remember when I first got Modern Warfare 2, when it first came out, those first 6 hours were fantastic, I have to say. And I got home, put it straight in with my mate that I went with. He went home and we played together for that first 6 hours, or he only stayed up for 4 of those 6, but I carried on. He went to bed, and I really enjoyed it. So it was really fast paced, the guns were amazing, I thought, and you know, I was looking forward to leveling up. When I bought Black Ops, I got home and I don't know, it just seemed empty. I mean, the fact that you could obviously buy all your attachments from level 1, or as soon as you got the gun, if you had the money, you could have whatever attachment you wanted. There was nothing to work for really. Obviously you had to level up to unlock the guns, but then once you'd got the gun there was nothing to do with it. You literally used it and that was it. If you had the money you could do whatever you wanted with it, which was a bit annoying. I think that's one of the main reasons why Modern Warfare 2 I play that so much, because of the fact that you unlock stuff, and I don't know. You know, I play RPGs and stuff, so I'm used to like working for improvements for stuff, and I enjoy that in most games. Like working towards something rather than getting everything handed to you on a plate, which is nowhere near as fun ever. And some people obviously want that because you know they're not used to working for rewards. The harder you work for something, when you finally get it, it feels a lot better obviously, because you've put all that time and effort into it, that you know, you actually have, that time hasn't been wasted. Whereas in Black Ops I felt I was wasting my time a little bit. So, yeah, I enjoyed the gameplay, but there was nothing to do really. It was a linear progression really. Whereas Modern Warfare 2 obviously you had something else to do, you know. During games I was looking at challenges that I hadn't done and what attachments I could unlock and all that stuff, changing attachments on my weapons so I could get other ones unlocked. But on Black Ops everything like I did between games was nothing. I just sat there really, just obviously talking to my friends and that, but my screen stayed idle during that time and just waiting for the next game, which obviously again it's not the most fun thing in the world, just sitting there waiting for the counter to tick down. Whereas in Modern Warfare 2 I'm always flicking through the menus, looking at challenges and stuff. So you know, I think they need to bring that back for Modern Warfare 3. Take the COD points away. It seemed like a good idea at the start, but turned out not to be as great in the end. So a bit disappointed with that, I was in the end, but you know, if they take it back, I'm sure they will. take it back to the old challenge way of doing it, then it'll be good again, and I'll enjoy playing it, and I'll put a lot more hours into it. So I put something insane like 22 days or something into Modern Warfare 2, and I haven't even hit like 5 days in Black Ops, I don't think. Probably not even like 3. I didn't like it at all, really, in comparison to Modern Warfare 2 and COD 4, really. I think I even put more into World at War, for some reason. I did enjoy that game, but not hugely, not a huge amount. But yeah, so that's obviously the last 2 Treyarch games I haven't really spent much time in, but the last 2 Infinity Ward games I have, so that obviously tells you something. Although the storyline in the Treyarch games are a lot better than the Infinity Ward ones. So the Black Ops storyline is really good, and so is the World at War one. So I wasn't a huge fan of the Modern Warfare 2 and COD 4 ones. I mean, they were alright, but they were nothing special really. So yeah, that's Modern Warfare 3. Really looking forward to that, obviously. What else? I saw a thing for Battlefield 3. So, personally, I've never played a Battlefield game, which a lot of my friends have been like, why have you never played a Battlefield game, you know, all that bit shocked that I haven't played it. For the amount of games I've played, they were all surprised that I have never touched a Battlefield game. So, in Battlefield 3, graphically wise, obviously, it looks insanely good. It's pretty much what Crysis 2, like, is better than Crysis 2, which I couldn't believe when I saw it, just how beautiful it looked and crisp. So I'll probably be picking that up at some point, along with Modern Warfare 3. So it'll be a busy month for first person shooters, I think, November, but hopefully my bank account can handle it. I'm sure it can, but we'll see. A bit closer to the time I might decide against it, as I have done most of the time. I've always favoured Call of Duty over Battlefield, which is probably why I've never played it, because I could never afford both really, and I never really had the time for both. Because with first person shooters, obviously the more time you put into it, the better, the better you're going to be at it. So I don't know, I'll probably pick up both. We'll see when it comes to November what's happening, where I am with hopefully I'll have my new job by then and be earning a little bit more money than I am now, so I'll probably be able to afford it, so that'll be good. Yeah, I don't really know what to expect from a Battlefield game, because I've never played one. I don't really know what they're like, but from what I've heard, they're a bit more realistic than Call of Duty is. So obviously their guns don't behave like they would in real life in Call of Duty, but that's not what it's designed for, whereas Battlefield apparently is. It's a bit more realistic. Like, especially with the snipers, apparently you have to allow for like wind and all that sort of stuff, and bullet drop. So that'll be quite interesting, getting used to that. So yeah, I'll definitely pick that up if I have the money. If not, then I'll wait for it to go down in price, pick it up a bit later on. I might, in the meantime, play either. I've heard Battlefield Bad Company 2 is really good multiplayer, so I'll probably pick that up if I find it for a reasonable price. It's quite an old game, so I don't really want to pay that much for it anymore. So I probably won't play it a huge amount, because it's a new game, so I won't play it as much as I do Call of Duty to start with. So we'll see what happens. Another game that I haven't had any previous experience with, but looks good, is Uncharted 3, which obviously is a third in the series, which it's meant to be a really good series. I've been told by a few of my friends definitely play it, and apparently the multiplayer on Uncharted 2 is amazing. But it's something I've never experienced. It's on PS3 only, obviously. I haven't really played my PS3 that much, and I just pretty much play Halo on my Xbox and then everything else on my PC, so it kind of limits what I play. See, there's a new Ratchet and Clank game out, then I'll get my PS3 back on. It's actually on right now, downloading Infamous as I'm recording this, because you get the welcome back thing for the PS3 network being down for so long. So I thought I'd download Infamous, never played it before, so that should be good. But yeah, so Uncharted 3, obviously I don't know what to expect, but by the trailers and that, it looks fantastic. The gameplay looks really impressive. and the storyline looks quite intriguing. So obviously in the other two, as far as I can remember, you're pretty much treasure hunters. It's like Indiana Jones basically, from what I gathered. That's what it looked like anyway. So you know, and I think Uncharted 3, you're kind of you know, you've got something maybe that someone wants by the trailer. That's what it looked like. But you know, we'll see. I'll probably pick that up again if I've got the money, and definitely play that. So it looks good, so I might have to pick up 1 and 2 at some point, and just see what they're like, see how they play and all that. So obviously I haven't played them before, so yeah, it'd be quite good. This obviously talk about E3. It's going to be a couple of videos long, because I've got a lot of games listed down here that I want to talk about, and not much time left in this video. So yeah, I'm going to say, oh no, not yet, it's got quite a little bit of time left. So yeah, I've got a list of what I've done, like 5, I think it was 1, 2, 3, yeah, I've talked about 5 in this. I've got another 5 or 6 to go, so you know, next video probably wrap this, talk about E3 up, but yeah, definitely it was a good E3 this year, and really looking forward to a lot of the games that they have mentioned that they're going to come out. A lot of them being in November, so that's going to be pretty heavy on my bank account, as I've said, but it'd be fun to play a lot of new games. So I always like buying new games, something I enjoy doing, as I'm sure all gamers alike do. So yes, video's wrapping up. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time for episode 27 and continuation of my E3 talk. Bye for now, thanks for watching.